Hello, YouTube. What's happening, guys? John and Brad here from Best Price Nutrition. Visit us at BestPriceNutrition.com. We've been around for 20 years, have a 14,000 square foot warehouse back here, as well as a retail store connected. So we have a ton of inventory, all the hottest brands. So be sure to check us out at BestPriceNutrition.com. And what are we going to be taking a look at today, Brad?
So Axe and Sledge came out with the grind a while ago, and they came out with the whiskey and cola flavor. Very, very recently, we got this in the other day, they came out with their 7th gear, which is their high stim pre-workout version of whiskey cola. We're actually going to try out the grind because it's just going to taste better. The amino acids always taste better, just so we can get kind of a more actual flavor review of the whiskey and cola. Because once you start adding in more stimulants and stuff, it kind of takes away some of the flavor, it gets a little bitter. So we're going to do pretty much a test of the actual flavoring system of whiskey and cola.
And Axe and Sledge has some awesome flavors, which I've been wanting to try the shark bite. The swamp beast sounds good.
Yeah.
And in 7th gear, I haven't personally tried this one yet, but I've heard great things. What's the other?
Ignition Switch.
Ignition Switch is the other pre-workouts.
Yeah.
I've heard this one's a little bit better, a little bit more intense.
Yeah, the Ignition Switch was their first pre-workout. It's a little too light for me to the point where it's like kind of just like an in-between where it's like you don't feel nothing, but you don't really get a rush. At least for me, just I'm used to a lot of stimulants. So it's like kind of just made me a little uncomfy, but the 7th gear is a lot stronger. So if you're used to caffeine, if that's kind of your thing, if you're used to stimulants, 7th gear is going to be more up your alley. All right.
And I'm surprised this is one of the most unique flavors that I've seen of anything come out. So I'm surprised it's taken us this long to
try it out.
To try it. And I've heard a couple of the guys who pop into the office have said, and I'll be curious to see, but from what I've heard, they say it tastes more like a Coke bottle gummy bear than it does an actual whiskey and Coke, which I actually hope will be the case because I actually hate whiskey. So
Me too. I'm not the biggest of all hard alcohol. I think I could do vodka the best, but hard alcohol is just gross, you know? It's not.
This actually has a color of a
it's
Jack and Coke.
Yeah, it's like definitely like a tan, kind of almost caramel color. Wow, that actually smells exactly like Coke.
Thank you.
Yeah. And again, we're doing the grind. The 7th gear is the one that just came out, but to get an actual accurate flavor test, we wanted to do the grind. Cheers.
That's crazy. They got a bite to it?
Got a little spice in my throat. That's interesting. I could definitely taste the Coke in there. It smells like Coke.
You know what's really weird? It definitely does have the Coke bottle gummy bear taste.
Yeah.
And then it kind of finishes with a little bit of whiskey, but without being gross or without having a bite to it.
It tastes like... Do you not get like a little spice in that? Am I just drinking it weird?
I wonder if we got... do they have like bioperine or...
Maybe that's just me. To me, it would taste like if you had a light, like not a full pour of a whiskey and Coke, and it got watered down by the ice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's not bad.
And you almost have some of that. I don't even know what you want to call it. You know how whiskey or anything barrel aged, you can kind of taste that. It's actually got that flavor to it.
Almost kind of caramely, but not really, like almost like burnt something. Yeah.
That's actually really, really unique.
Yeah, that's not bad. If you are tired of fruit punch and mango and lemonade and all the normal stuff, definitely try this out. I literally cannot even think of another flavor that's this kind of off the wall.
We know. I'd say this year, I think we've seen some more unique flavors rolling out. I know NutriBio put out was it like a Bailey's kind of style protein powder?
They also had a pistachio and a root beer float.
Yeah, and I thought the Bailey's or the whiskey and cream or what, I thought that was a pretty unique one. But this is definitely one of the more unique flavors we've seen.
Definitely. And I think every flavor of the grind that I've had has been really good. The Rainbow Unicorn, I think, is probably the most popular. That's amazing. It's incredibly good. And then for the label of 7th gear, I'm not going to go too deep into it. There is 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, which is 2 grams of betaine, which is for a pump. There's magnesium creatine chelate. There is 350 milligrams of caffeine. So that's a good dose of caffeine. 250 milligrams of choline bitartrate. And then you have 200 milligrams of alpha GPC, which is really good for focus, and that's actually a pretty expensive ingredient. 100 milligrams of teacrine, 50 milligrams of dicaffeine malate. And those two things are going to be similar to caffeine. They're going to be less intense and they last a lot longer. And then there is black pepper extract, and then toothed club moss, which turns into huperzine A.
I never realized, I wrote the description for one of these, but I never realized how many nootropic ingredients they threw in here.
Yeah. I always thought that, because you see extreme stim pre-workout, you think there's going to be like DMHA or PEA or something like that. It's really just caffeine, different types of caffeine, and then nootropics, which is good. That's kind of right up my alley. And then you got like magnesium, B vitamins and stuff. This is actually dosed really, really well. The one thing that might be too much for some people is 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. Could be a lot. You could get the tingles. If that's something you really hate, you might not want to do a full scoop of that, but everything else in there is dosed really, really good.
You know, how does that stack up to? Because I'm somebody who hates beta-alanine, but a lot of the pre-workouts that I like actually have it. I just almost wish they made a feature without that.
Yeah.
What does, say, like Mesomorph have it? Is it 3.2 as well, or is that a little bit less?
I don't know. I think that's on a proprietary blend. I'm not sure.
Okay. But 3.2 is a little bit high.
Yeah. I mean, that is like the standard dose that you want to get in a day. I believe it's 3.2 grams. But in all the studies, it's like people will take 4 doses of like 800 milligrams throughout the day. So you might get a little of that tingly, but not like a full punch in the face like this would be. And yeah, I think it's called paresthesia. There's nothing harmful about it. It can be very uncomfortable. It can make like your face itch. It makes your teeth or your lips tingle and stuff. It's not bad. It's actually very good, but it just feels really weird.
You know, it's funny. It seems like people either love that or hate that. So whenever anybody comes into the store and they're just kind of looking for suggestions, I always say beta-alanine, love it or hate it. And I hate it. I took Mesomorph a while back, and I was in the gym on the treadmill, scratching my arms and scratching my legs. Although my girlfriend says she loves it. She said that's how she knows it's kicked in and it's actually working. Yeah, that is 100% the reviews. If someone likes it, like, yeah, that's how I know it's working. Right. And I like it, but I can't do it if I'm going to do cardio. So I can do cardio, then it's like you're doing one thing, and it's like you can kind of focus on it too much. But if you're going to do weightlifting at all, I feel like you can kind of like, it kind of helps you do it, and then like you don't feel it for a minute. It probably isn't the best way to do it. Like you get angry at the tingles. Yeah. But yeah, I give it a good review. I would say if you want to try something different, if you're tired of the normal flavors, definitely try out Whiskey and Cola, either the grind or 7th Gear. Absolutely. So yeah, we'll throw a link to actually, how about both of these? We'll throw a link to both of them down in the description box below. And check out our whole Axe and Sledge collection, because you really can't go wrong with anything from the brand. Yeah, I agree. All right, well, I guess that's all. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, find out about special exclusive deals that you can only find about here on the channel, as well as new supplements that we're bringing in and that are hitting the market, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and make sure to ring the bell as well. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, thanks.